Yeah, I'm living my best life.
Hello and welcome to another episode of A Lot of Alexis. Happy Thursday. As always, I am so glad that you are here. Today I have a very special guest with me. The reason I'm breathing, alive, born, as amazing as I am, my mother, Kellie. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Duh.
It's proud of you.
Oh, thanks, Mommy.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's been too many episodes without my mother here. So to recap, everyone's met Abby and everyone's met Amber. And now everyone's met Matt, but they have not met you.
I've been watching, yes.
So welcome.
Thanks.
This is probably so wild to you because you did not grow up with podcasts.
No, it's very different.
So
And I don't watch a lot or listen to a lot of them. You do. So I'm not.
Right.
Yeah. I can't get into it. I want to.
Well, you're into mine.
Yeah, which is
So
the
that's
best one.
That's a start.
It's the only one I want to be on.
And I feel like besides mine, you have to find one that you're like passionate about. You know, like I'm into all the crime, weird, scary stuff. So I was like, ooh, crime podcasts, boom. And then you should listen to the Two Cool Moms with Joe Gatto and Steve Byrne. Because that's like humor mixed with life. You just have to find one and go with it. But I started listening to podcasts during COVID when everything was shut down and I needed something to do. So I would just go for walks. But that's when I listened to the crime ones. So I'd be like
Walking and paranoid and then call me because you didn't want to walk alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'd be walking and I'm like looking over my shoulder as if I don't do that enough already. So I really shouldn't be listening to these crime podcasts. But
I think you are as careful as you are now because you've been listening to some true but crazy crime stories.
yeah, aware. I love to use the word aware.
Of your surroundings at all times.
And making everybody else aware all of the time.
Of where you are. You mean by sharing your location?
Yeah, where I am, where you guys are, what's the 411? I keep my tabs and I make sure like to tell you even when you don't need to hear it because like you're my mom, but sometimes we swap and I'm like, be careful, kids. So yeah, that's our relationship.
Well,
sometimes
you have to share a good one with me.
I will.
There's a couple that I'm interested in.
Yeah, we'll filter through them now that you're on a podcast platform and you're on Spotify all the time anyway because you love your music, so you could sprinkle it in.
Yeah.
But you listen to music while you're doing other things, like things that you might not be able to listen to a podcast during. If that
And I
makes
think
sense.
that's why I don't listen because I always have music on. And it's like, oh, I rather listen to music because it's therapeutic for me, no matter what I'm doing, even at work, than to listen. That's why I don't listen to audiobooks because I rather be listening to music.
That makes sense. And when you're not listening to music, any other media, it's like a show you're watching at the end of the night.
Right.
So
I
there's
don't
not
have
much room.
alone, relaxing time. So yeah.
Right. And I do think that people that work out and listen to podcasts are a little psycho.
Yeah, I need
Unless
music
it's
when I
walking.
work out. Yeah.
Yeah, we're tearing it up.
Yeah, we've been listening to music together though since you can probably remember. That's
forever.
why you are into a lot of the 90s music. Alexis was born in 1996. So she watched me clean the house and do whatever music's been on in the house since you can remember.
Always. And it was never like there was Disney soundtracks.
Yeah.
But then there was like Usher, J-Lo, Britney Spears, Shania Twain. And
Yeah.
That's literally what you had me grow up on.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for it because I feel so cultured with, I'm like one with the 90s
Now
era.
it is old school. It is old school era now. But my favorite concert moment was when I took you and Abby I believe. I don't remember who else was there. It was a big family event to Boys to Men, 98 Degrees, and the Backstreet Boys, or
Yeah.
NSYNC. I think it was Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. That was so good.
It was like what I grew up with, and now I'm there with my girls. It was awesome. Amber wasn't born then, but
Oh, New Kids.
oh yeah,
Right, New Kids, 98 Degrees, and Boys to Men.
oh yeah, it was definitely Boys to Men and 98 Degrees. Yeah,
All of those.
I would go tomorrow if
it
there
was
was
so
another.
good. It was so good.
And then when I took you and Abby, or we all went together to Mario, Valentine's. Who else
Neo.
was there? And Neo, yeah. Yeah. Those are old.
Was that
school,
Valentine?
too.
That was my birthday.
It was birthday, but it was like their theme was
Oh, yes.
like
I'm so focused on my birthday. Considering I just had a birthday.
Yes,
And
yes. Now
now
you're-
29.
Well, I'm not old.
No. God,
You're
no.
getting older. I'm not getting any older.
Mom, the new, 50 is the new 30?
Yes, for everyone, I will be 50 in January.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. Yes, I will be 50 in January. That sounds so weird to say out loud.
I know, but that's such a cool year. And you're so cool. Not that most 50-year-olds aren't cool, but you're not the norm. You
I
totally
agree.
break through.
I agree with
You're
that
not a regular
statement.
mom.
I'm a cool mom.
You're a cool mom. Oh my gosh. I actually today almost wore, not that this is Mean Girls, but it's same vibe, my popular Wicked
Oh, yeah,
t-shirt. It goes with the vibe, but
So fun.
yeah. Oh my gosh. We have so many memories, so many shows, so much music. So it's just the nostalgia.
I can't believe that you've been my daughter. I've been a mom for 30 years because you're 29 and then, yeah, it's crazy.
So getting into that, because friends and family that are listening know you. They also, even friends might not know your whole story, but for the people that don't, let's get to know Kellie.
What do you want to know?
You were a child once.
Yes,
You
I
know,
was.
before I even existed, you had your own life. So growing up, and I guess it's such a broad question, but in general, life growing up, whether what was Kellie doing on the streets of being a toddler, teenager?
I don't remember being a toddler.
Okay,
but
kid.
Yeah. So my childhood was different from most. I have a blended family. So a biological brother and sister and a stepbrother and sister. So that made us nearly the Brady Bunch at 5 of us. So I had a great childhood. I feel like I did. I don't remember much before 3. I do remember
As most of us do not.
yeah, it was a great, a modest blue collar family. We had everything we needed. We worked as soon as we could. I worked for my dad's business, landscaping, snow removal, from age 13. So I think that's where
Wow.
my work ethic came from, because I worked in snow removal in the winter. So if there was a storm, even on a school day, and I worked with my dad, I would go and do the sidewalks, do the salt, no matter what time it was. Usually it was during sleeping hours, and still got out for school.
Wow.
Yeah, he taught me to be the person. If it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't be the person I am today, for sure.
Aw.
Yeah, he taught me a lot of responsibility and accountability, and
Yeah. Grampy. I love Grampy.
I was a good kid. My brother got me into a lot of trouble. Well, he got himself into a lot of trouble, so he in turn got us into trouble. But it wasn't
That's what siblings are for.
Trouble a lot, yeah. And I didn't really do sports or anything. I have he was born in 1973, an autistic, profoundly nonverbal autistic brother who I took care of every day after school. So I really couldn't do sports or things like that, which I don't regret. Wonder what I would have been good at, but I don't regret not doing it. And taking care of him is probably why I'm a nurse today, because I've been a caregiver for a long time.
Totally. Yeah. Work ethic and caregiving. You've had it ingrained in you since you were little.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, my first job for my dad was picking up cigarette butts And he paid me $1 an hour. I was 13, so, you know.
Money's money.
Money's money, but yeah.
But again, work ethic. Like, you learned from a young age that you work and it gets you money.
Yeah, responsibility, accountability.
And then how you save that money or what you do with it, you know, it all ricochets into the next thing. So you learned that really young.
And I believe like it transferred into you girls. And I can't say that about, say, Abby's generation, the early, I don't know what you call them, millennials. Are they millennials?
I think I'm millennial, and then there's Gen Z, which is like Abby and Amber. It stretches across like both their ages.
Well,
yeah,
that's weird. But they not in excluding, you know, your sisters, because they aren't the norm. I don't feel like, because I come across a lot of, especially Abby's age, the work ethic and the entitlement of that generation. It's very tough in my position. You know, hiring people, and yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there. It's something that maybe isn't taught anymore, and it's not learned.
It's hard because you can't help but expect from others what you would give to a job. So now you're executive director at an assisted living. So you need reliable people to take care of all the awesome residents that you have.
Yeah.
And like you said, you know, you have some really good nurses that aren't in that generation.
Yeah, it's not so much the nurses. I would say it's like some of the aides, some of the nurses' aides. We have phenomenal staff now. I mean, I've been there almost 3 years. It's taken that long to build such an amazing staff. But you have to want to be there. You can't just be there for a paycheck in this field. You have to want to help and care for people. You can, you know, interviews are a snapshot in time.
Right.
You can be
put your best foot forward.
I've been fooled before. I'm one to give people the benefit of the doubt, but the leash is short, you know, and we move people along.
But we've had this conversation where you've told me multiple times you can't expect yourself out of somebody else in a ton of different situations, not just work, but in general. Like, you can't expect people to react how you would react to something, speak how you would speak, do it in like the timely manner that you would, everything. Like, you can't expect yourself from somebody because they have their own stuff going on, or they weren't raised differently.
Right.
Plethora of reasons why someone's just different, and you might not really be able to understand, and it can get frustrating.
And I do, when I counsel my staff, you know, out of frustration, if somebody's not working up to the level where they work, I say the same thing I said to you girls as little girls. Like, not everyone is going to work as hard as you or work as well as you or have the same mindset as you. You have to have patience, grace, communicate with them. We try and counsel them, train them to be better. I would say 75% of the time we can.
Yeah. Well, you put in so much effort.
Something that they don't know. And that's the thing, is communication.
Well, you're really good at giving grace. You always have been, more so than I've been able to, and that's why I lean on you a lot. Well, for everything, but
not everything.
With that stuff, it's like sometimes when I talk to you, I realize, okay, you can give a little bit more grace to people.
Actually, just had a meeting, an all staff meeting today, and I thanked everybody for, you know, this week. It's a important week at work and everything. Unbelievably grateful for everything everyone does there. And I just reminded them to there's a lot of new people who have started, and they're new, and not everyone is on their best day. And even existing employees, just have grace, like have understanding, and not jump to conclusions, and not, you know, make assumptions, and because then that's when resentment and hard feelings start, and then frustrations and everything builds up. So yeah, we try to, you know, deal with things head on, pull both people in and have conversations.
Well, and it's mixed with, it could be frustration outside of work, with a coworker, with like a resident, even though the resident didn't do anything wrong, like it could just be from multiple angles that you then in your position bring somebody in and you have that grace that you talked about and you talk everything through and you can at least see where they're coming from. Like consequences for actions are consequences for actions, but you can at least like get there with them.
And they see that we hold everyone accountable the same. I give everyone the same chances.
Yeah. Well, you're a good boss.
Thanks.
So what made you, because we're talking about when you were younger, caregiving, work ethic, all very apparent, important to you. But when did you know you wanted to be a nurse?
I think right away. I think as a child I did. And in high school, you could take a 2-year program called Health Occupations. And when you graduate high school, you could be a certified nurse's assistant, which I did. So when I graduated, I had that. So I went straight to work. I did not go to college initially. I was certified to be a nurse's aide. So I did that for 5 years. But after 3.5, I think I decided to enroll in nursing school, which I did the accelerated 18-month program. So I graduated nursing school in 1999. So it's been 26 years. And through those years, I've done all types of places, all types of jobs. And because all these situations were presented, opportunities, I eventually moved up to charge nurse, nursing supervisor, unit manager, memory care director, director of nurses at multiple facilities, and then became an executive director, which was, after being in assisted livings, I did see myself eventually doing that.
Like more management.
More management, yeah. My first director role was a memory care director at an assisted living.
I have like so many memories to touch upon.
Well, you grew up in long-term care. I mean, I started in long-term care, skilled rehab nursing homes, as people would say. And I switched over to the other side to assisted living. And yeah, it would be hard to turn back now. It's a different world for sure. Either way, you're helping people.
Oh, yeah.
Giving back. But yeah, you and your sisters have been there since you could be. And so you're very comfortable around the elderly. And
volunteering.
Amber at 13, she's been going ever since she could. She can't wait to work in some capacity there. So it's exciting.
I loved volunteering. I remember I always, similar to Amber, actually, I always wanted to do the bingo.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say the bingo.
The bingo's the best because everyone's so excited to do it.
Yeah.
But it was really cool just watching you. Like, if it weren't for the squeamish stuff where I just can't, like, it's not like anything you do is really gross. It's not bad. It's just like I knew early on, like, it was not for me. However, if I didn't have like that, whatever it is, I would have wanted to be what you were. Like, even everybody, not everybody that you worked with over the years, but a lot of the people that you worked with over the years, like, they're just good people and they just want to help people. And I think it's really cool. Maybe it's why I had a path where I wanted to do teaching and then something with criminal justice along the way to where I got now, because I saw you for so many years. You literally dedicated your life to helping people, but then you still had the balance to where when you came home, it was like all family time. And you can't really leave work at work now with the job that you have now, but like you said, you're in a different phase of life. But when you had little young kids, like younger than Amber, obviously now, you could be so present because the nursing, like a 7 to 3 or 3 to 11 or whatever, you can really just leave work at work when you're a nurse that goes to help people, passes meds. Like, you really can like clock out after a report.
Yeah. Sometimes I miss that, but
yeah, of course.
Change it.
You wouldn't change it.
I'm so used to it now. It's like on call 24/7. But if everything is managed properly and you have good directors on your team, then you know, which is coming all together again. So
I know.
don't really,
I just got to meet your director of nurses today. She's great.
She's
so
amazing.
you have a really
Sent from
awesome team.
God to me.
What isn't? Honestly. We talked about you going to school, nursing, all of that. But what we didn't talk about was how you literally were pregnant with me. The timing of having a child matched up with being in nursing school.
You were a year old when I started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
you didn't really see me. You don't remember, but you didn't see me often for those 18 months because I went to school 8 to 2. I worked as a nurse's aide 3 to 11, and then I worked doubles on weekends.
wow.
Yeah, so you didn't see me often.
Yeah, but like you said, it definitely didn't affect our relationship.
It's the best thing I ever did because, you know, it bettered myself to be able to take care of you and everybody.
Yeah, you became the provider real quick.
Oh, very quickly.
While still managing to, and so actually that's a perfect point because you were the provider and you did all this stuff. And I'm sure mom guilt to this day, maybe not, but probably you're like, oh my gosh, when you were 1, you didn't see me a lot. I don't remember, but what I do remember is that you were present when you weren't working. And I also got to go to work with you when I was old enough, but like that's actually what I remember was that you were present given how busy you were. So you can take that load off if you had it.
No, I know it was the best thing. And I know you don't really remember it, but
No.
I felt guilty at the time.
I had a great life. So it's, well, you know, when I was a kid, I'm still having a great life. God willing, I'm here for a very long time. But yeah, like my childhood, like I don't remember anything like, no, you just did it all. You just did it all. Something so funny though that I will kick myself just since we're talking about when I was a kid if I don't bring up.
What?
This is a total like left field change of pace, but it'll make you laugh. I remember I call it your walkie-talkie phone.
Oh, my first cell phone?
It was like, because we were just going to get into
My go-go
generational.
gadget. Like, did it have a one flip or was it like a cellular, like the big cellular?
No, I remember the big cellular. The big guy had the big kahuna. That was not even a cell phone. That was like, I guess technically was a cellular device, but that was a house phone ripped off the wall that you lugged around everywhere.
Like, can you imagine carrying that in your pocket?
No,
nowadays
it's not even a thing.
Right.
So what I'm talking about is your actual and you talked like it was a walkie-talkie and then like it was Nextel or something. Yeah.
And then you could talk like directly, like my friend, we lived in an apartment in Derry and my friend lived like 2 buildings over. Yeah. And we used to like walkie-talkie each other.
Legit walkie-talkie. But I
forgot about that one.
Listen, it's like a dang fax machine. It's old news and I still have no freaking idea how it works, okay? Someone's got to get...
I don't know how that worked for regular... Was it a phone too?
Right, so yes.
How did
so
you
this is
put
what I'm
numbers
saying. This was your cell phone, but just like these old time technology thing, okay? I still think it's so like it could be new age because how did that work? How did you literally push a button and it knew who you were trying to call?
I don't remember the operation of it.
It was very impactful for me, clearly. And I wanted one so bad. And then as quick as it was in, it was out before I could get a phone.
Yeah. Because you were born in 96. So if you're remembering it, early 2000s.
Yeah. I don't even, that was wild. It was so loud too. Like we would like jolt up when we didn't know a call was coming in. It would just be someone's voice, like an actual walkie-talkie.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, I should have before and like showed you a picture, be like, bam.
Remember. And it was a weird color too. It was like a bright color.
Yeah, orange.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
It was
orange.
for sure. It looked like Matt's like tools that he used for work. Like honestly, it was like so industrial looking, and it was wild. So now after this, we'll have to go like look at a video, and
Yeah, I'm gonna have to research it now.
then it also, since I brought it up, I really should learn. I just really want to know how a fax machine works.
What do you mean?
Okay, so you put a paper in,
Yeah.
and it comes out to somebody else.
Well, it scans it, basically copies it. But a
Yeah.
fax you can put to a phone number.
Yeah, but
It's just like scanning an email.
yeah, but at least that's all electronic.
Well,
Do you get what I'm saying?
As it goes through, it's taking a photo of it and it's recreating that photo and putting it on a piece of paper in the other machine that comes out.
That's the part that's wild. That last thing you just said. I'm putting something in, and you're getting it over in California.
You're not getting the same piece of paper. The image is being copied.
True.
That makes
I mean,
more
like,
sense.
It does make it a little better, but that is wild to me.
You never asked anyone how a fax machine works.
Nope. I've only ever faxed stuff like when I was in hair school. And Aunt Ro and Uncle Vinny, rest their soul, did it for me. So, but it was like, ew, ew. I'm like, yeah, it's putting in work because this is hard to do. Well,
What else do you have on your little iPad?
oh my God, I know it looks so fancy, don't I? But no, so touching on just what's different, phones in general, and like TikTok, social media, all of this stuff. Obviously, you had none of that.
Nothing. Even MySpace. My earliest thing I could probably remember is MySpace, which I was not on. We didn't have like computers when families started to have them. We didn't have it. Mm-hmm. So, and I think I took typing in high school. There was no computers.
Yeah, you're a good typer. You
'Cause
like
there was a whole class.
Yeah, well, you used to not yell at me, but you used to criticize my typing because you were like, use your pinkies.
Well, at least you have good handwriting.
I do.
Yeah. You can't tell time on a clock with hands, though.
It's rough. It takes me a minute.
It's a generation.
And then the time's off.
Well, somebody asked me, like somebody younger, like you, maybe it was Abby, and they're like, "What time is it?" I was like, "They're like,
No,
that doesn't help me." I was like, "What do you mean?" It's
Mom, your clock doesn't even have freaking numbers on it.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Solely hands.
Yeah, yeah, but it tells time. But you know where the numbers are.
You do. I mean, I know where the numbers are, but if I don't have the numbers to at least help, it like seriously is some brain work.
I don't understand.
I know
it's
because
okay.
you learned it.
It's a generation thing, like typing. Okay, you guys had computers. Telling time, writing cursive. There's just things they don't teach anymore. And it's kind of sad.
I talked to Amber
Well,
about
computers, typing computers that's okay.
Yeah, but now the computers just do so much more. Now it's almost like computers are an old thing because there's
Laptops, iPads.
Yeah. And even
There's not many
laptops.
have, like,
it's like
desktops anymore.
no, not unless you need it like probably for work. Mm-hmm. And even then, I feel like people get around it and can do a laptop. But it's like all phones. It's kind of freaky how much this AI stuff is really, like, as cool as it is. We've watched way too many movies where,
It's scary.
like, Smart House. Do you remember the movie Smart House?
No, I didn't see that.
It was basically like you had an Alexa in your house. You know, it would like, oh, turn the lights, lock the doors. It was like an old Disney Channel movie, and then eventually, like, she took over. She wanted to be like the wife and mom and like did everything.
The house. Yeah, I think I did see that actually.
Yeah, it's
Sabotaging stuff and
yeah.
I think
But
so.
like, what's stopping that from happening? Creepy.
Oh, some of the AI stuff, it's scary. That's another podcast. Well, you could talk about that on a whole podcast.
Totally could. It's crazy because I definitely use some of it.
I mean, I use ChatGPT, which I just learned in the last couple months, I would say. I mean, I've heard about it, but I actually downloaded the app and used it myself for the first time. And I was like, why haven't I done this? The scary part of it is, like, some post on social media, you can't really tell. And then I'll show it to somebody and that's AI. How do you know that's AI? It's scary.
ChatGPT is my new bestie. However, the visual stuff, to your point, is very scary. Like, they will make you think, like when a lot of the buzz was going around about Joe Rogan, right? People were trying to get you not to like him and all this stuff. It's just one example. Or even Trump. A lot of people were making AI videos, and all they have to do is duplicate the voice and have a still of them, and like,
it's
they
crazy.
can make this video.
Yeah.
And Matt's really good at saying like, that's not him. But for people like Joe Rogan and Trump, who he'll listen to a lot, he'll be able to differentiate, that's not them. But for you wouldn't know that it's not really them.
Right.
It's
and not
creepy.
even just people.
Right.
Like other videos. Yeah. It's kind of scary. And the robots they're making with the AI.
I know. Like, I do.
Other...
I want to think it's cool, but maybe we shouldn't have made all these movies scaring everybody.
Yeah.
But even ChatGPT, like, yeah, we love it, but you can't help but say, like, how are you processing things so quickly? Very impressive. A little creepy. Yeah. So, but also you can say all you want that you're not as well versed with all this new stuff, but you know way more about TikTok than I do.
Oh, TikTok is a different, it's different.
But it's
TikTok.
lumped.
I got into TikTok, a couple years ago?
Yeah.
I was up to, I did lives. Fun lives.
You were wild.
Some fun lives. We would play games, listen to sometimes just listen to music. Yeah, we would
you
have a lot of
so
fun.
Many followers.
Appropriate fun. Yeah, I had about almost 13,000 followers. I went live a couple times a week, had my own TikTok shop, and that account got hacked, about 6 months ago or so? Actually, it's been almost a year. I think it was last November. It got hacked and taken. So it kind of... So I have a backup account now. I only have like 300 followers. I don't go live anymore. I don't have any of my account information or any of that on there, which is super sad but it can become addicting. And when
you had a moment where you were really
I was really into it. And I had like this whole TikTok family around the world, basically.
You did.
I still talk to some people from that original TikTok family. It was like the first group of people I went live with because it was, I actually did it not by accident, by default, because somebody had gotten blocked from going live because of something they said, and we were all like playing a game, and they're like, well, who's going to go live? Well, I was the only person that had enough followers at that time to go. I think since they've decreased it, but so I said, well, I can. I've never done it. And Shivani is her name. She lived in London, I think. And she's like, yes, you can. And I'm like, how? So she literally walked me through it. And
that was
like a very vulnerable moment. And you get close with these people and you become friends. I still talk to some of them.
But you used it for good. That's the cool part about it.
I used it for good, yeah.
Yeah, you can create this... like any platform, like social, you can create this group of people, friendships, real people.
Yeah.
Like when
they're real because you're on live and you're talking to them. There's the scammers, there's things that aren't real, there's fake profiles. Somebody's using the profile I built up, and they blocked me because I had made a backup, but I can find it on other people's. They keep changing the name of it.
How is there has to be a way, if you tried hard enough, that you could recover that?
I tried. I filled out the TikTok form, and
you did?
Even after I did that, they wanted all this other stuff, and I just decided I was kind of monitoring it from the outside. It's obviously me and all my content and family on there, so I don't like that, but they're not doing anything with it.
It's so weird to me
if you
they
look
took
at
the account and like your stuff is still on there.
Everything.
Because you would think if someone stole something with a following that they would then
Do something
make
with
it their own.
Yep. But it
Because
happened
people
like,
know it's not you.
well, I have it on my backup account that one of my posts is that I got hacked.
That's wild. It's wild that they didn't make it easier. At least like if they said, we're going to shut down the page because we know it's not you. We'll figure it out later.
Well, I tried. Yeah.
But-
It's still going. And it's like some A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like just letters
You
and
should
a
have
symbol.
you should have like everybody report it. Because then at least it could get taken down.
I did try, but it's still up there.
Ew, that's so annoying.
It is. So then I was like off of it for a while. I would just scroll. I don't do lives. I just scroll like if I'm
Well, yeah,
trying
there's
to wind down at the end of the day. And
who doesn't scroll?
yeah.
I mean, I'm more of a Reels. Like, I feel like you and Abby always send me floods of TikTok videos.
You can tell when we're on.
Yeah, and then I always send you guys Reels. It's just like we're on different platforms, but we're both scrolling.
Yeah,
We're all
barely
scrolling.
on Facebook. Like, and I was looking at my Instagram yesterday and I haven't put anything new up there and got so long. So I have to do something, but it is what it is. A life without social media isn't terrible either.
No, I was just reading something and it was like, it was actually something that Charlie Kirk quoted from the like 10 Commandments, and it was like, you work for 6 days and on the 7th you're supposed to rest. And it literally flipped a switch in me to say, I'm doing that. And to go home and say to Matt, hey, pick a day of the weekend, I don't care what it is. We're both like off our phones and it's family time. Because even though we do all have a really good balance with family time and work, why not consciously try to make it more just like involved? Because it's so easy at the end of the night to have like Matt and I on the couch together. And it's not like we're distant, but it's like, okay, so Big Brother's on in the background and we're both just kind of watching it because we both need to decompress our mind, and maybe we don't want to talk if we've been talking all day or like occupied all day. But there is a beauty in that to like, oh, wait. Because I found out, I can fully say, like, I am addicted to my phone.
Most people are. Most people can't say that
I'm
they're
Alexis
not.
and I'm an addict. No, seriously. Like, I'm 100% addicted to my phone. I, like, feel for it, and I don't even notice I'm feeling for it. So it's something new, like, literally this week that I'm going to start to try and implement in, like, our home. Like, only have notifications on for, like, parents and siblings, and like that's it. So we'll see how that goes, but I think it's a really good idea, you know. So there's that. Social media, totally different life, because I remember Blackberries
It is
being
fun.
like
is fun, though.
the big thing, the most like advanced you could be technology wise. And now, you know, my first phone was not an iPhone. Amber's first phone, it wouldn't not be an iPhone.
Right.
You know, it's just like, even so from me to you, like mother to daughter, and then all the way to Amber, you know, because Abby was in the middle. Like, she was closer to me. Like, she didn't get an iPhone for her first phone. I don't think. I think she
don't
had
think
that like
so.
NV one.
Yeah. Yeah. And Amber does, to clarify for everyone, she does have an iPhone, but she is not on any social media. She's
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is the way to do it. I think.
no Snapchat, no TikTok, no Instagram, no Facebook.
No, it's not needed. There's literally no need.
Especially nowadays in this world and what's out there on social media.
Yeah. It's hard too, because you say social media, but also like the social part of life. Like, I remember when I got a phone, because it was when I started to like a more advanced phone, like texting easier, not like the flip phone Razor where you had to like.
Like do.
Yes. The numbers were the letters.
Yes.
But when I had like a better texting phone, like it was when, and it was nobody's fault, but like I couldn't leave school at school. It was like any drama that was going on at school continued at home because everybody knew that you had a phone. So I wasn't involved in a ton of drama. But at the same time, if there was anything where I used to be like, phew, like clocked out of school, I'm home. Now it could be brought home. So I can't imagine. I mean, I know I've talked to Amber a little bit about it in the first part of the podcast. Like, I feel for her because
It never ends.
it never ends, and that's the norm. It's not like, oh, you would take her phone when she comes home. It's just different now. It's just that would be weird if you were like, okay, you're home. I mean, it'd be good. It'd be good for her, but
I can say when she's home lately, unless she's like FaceTiming a friend after school, she's not like on it, or she's playing Roblox, and that's on her iPad. But
right. And she's old enough to know, you know, because there's all this stuff, Roblox, whatever. Amber's old enough. Like, it's not like she's getting lost in any crap. But at the same time, it like FaceTiming is, I actually love that. I wish I could FaceTime because she's only FaceTiming like her closest friends, and it continues the socialization.
right.
So yeah, no, she's just, Amber and Abby both, but Amber at her age, she's just like one of a kind. She's like the model citizen for a 13-year-old. It's wild. Also new is all of this like slang.
Yeah, I don't know. Abby just said something to me, and I maybe shouldn't even say it here because it sounded like it was inappropriate, but she really meant a bonus.
Oh.
Like, oh yeah, because, you know, at work, Abby works with me, for me.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like making a joke, yeah, I'll do it as like a bonus. But she didn't say bonus. She said, I'll do it for a boner.
Oh. Imagine people hear this and
Oh,
they're
we're
like,
all outside with like 10 other employees.
no, but I'm just saying, imagine someone hears this and they're like, wait, that's not actually a thing. Why'd you say boner?
I was like, what are you talking about?
Was she a bone? For a bone?
She was
She said
just being
boner.
Abby. and I was like, what do you mean? Who's giving you a boner?
You're like, I will not give you a shift for a boner, but you can work if you
And
want.
I was like, what are you talking about? And finally she goes, that's what I call a bonus, a boner.
So now it's our homework after this to see, is that an Abby thing or is that
I don't want
truly...
to know. I think it's an Abby thing,
Okay.
to be honest.
I mean, well, we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love her.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she said something else. I don't remember what it was, but I've never heard it before. And
Right.
the girls her age are just laughing. So I just walked away.
Yeah, laughing like they knew.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
they know.
didn't. Yeah. Well, that's good because that means it's like a them thing, not just a her thing.
Oh, Lord.
But I feel like there wasn't too much from you to me slang that you were like, what are you talking about?
No.
That's like
it
new.
just started. Yeah. Well, yeah, because Abby never talked like that when she was Amber's age. It's like her age now that talks like that. It's
Right,
not
so
like
Amber's
something that was
adopting
learned.
it too, you know, in her own,
Yeah.
because it's her, it's like she's growing into, you know, her teenage years with that slang already intact. I completely missed it. You completely missed it. And then it's like, that's why it's sometimes kind of like us with them being little, like,
Well, we're
Abby and I
only
aren't-
20 years apart.
right. But then Abby and I are only 5.5. So somewhere in
But
between.
you and Amber are 16. 15
Right.
or 16 years apart, yeah.
But isn't that crazy that almost the same distance, side note, that you just mentioned, that's so weird from you to Amber. Like almost the same distance. But then Abby and I are closer, but the divide is somewhere in those 5 years because they adopt the slang and we have
There's
no
no
idea.
29 or 30-year-olds saying some of the things they say. And you
No, not
always are
unless they're
asking
trying
her,
to
like,
be
"What are you
22."
saying?"
Yeah, not unless they're trying to be younger.
Right.
You know, I'm sure there's plenty of those people too. But no, generally speaking, yeah, I have no clue what they're talking about. Going back to, in general, like raising us three, because obviously everybody knows by now, like, so now I'm 29 and Abby's 23 and Amber's 13. How was it, one, in general, just like raising girls, into like your life, because we're learning about you. So how was like your life, basically 3 different phases of being a mom because of the big gaps between us. So
Right.
that was
3
like 10
generations.
questions in one, but shoot.
3 different decades. You guys were born in 3 different decades. So each one of you was different. And I was obviously 20 when I had you. I wasn't a nurse yet, so I was scared, but it was fun. And I feel like we're very close because I was a young mom and I did a lot of the things. I was the cool mom.
Still are. Sometimes too cool for me.
No.
But
And I always had a huge gap between you. Like, you were in kindergarten when Abby was born. Mm-hmm. And so then it was you two. You were like an only child until then, which was,
yeah, like I don't remember a ton of it.
Yeah.
But you got to have one
just
kid
you.
for that long.
And then I always had another one when the other was old enough to help.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I did not want my sister-in-law at the time all had like very close in age kids, and I knew I did not want that. Mm-hmm. So my job, like just the chaos of it, like, why would you? Yes, so they could be close, I guess, growing up, but
we are.
But you are, yeah.
No, isn't that funny though? When
you were like out of diapers.
Yeah,
like one in
and I love
only
that.
One in diapers at a time.
No, but as being a mom now, you see stuff and you either know it's what you want or it's what you don't want. So, I have plenty of friends. We have plenty of family friends that have like 202 or 2, and they rock it.
Yeah.
But that's
a personal choice,
so,
or sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it just happens.
Totally. But it's such like a them thing. Like, I know that it was the perfect thing for them, whether it was planned or not. Absolutely. But I know I don't want it for myself. Not for better or for worse. It's just me personally. Unless, God gave me a second baby today, I'd be over the moon ecstatic, obviously. But if I could make the plan, it would be to do, because you gave us girls a certain way, it would be to have bigger gaps. Like, the thought of having a newborn at home while Kellie is at kindergarten is like music to my ears, because it is kind of that way. Like you said, number one, they're old enough to help. And number two, it's a way to fully immerse yourself in the newborn stage each time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, you obviously have other stuff going on.
You're too busy because you have a 1.5-year-old or 2-year-old to care for your newborn. Not care for them, but you're not rushing
immersed.
Around.
Exactly. It's
Agreed.
not better or worse. Some people are like, I only want to do diapers once. Well, I want to do it twice, and that's okay.
Why would you want I got a lot of that. Why would you want to start over again? So, and then Amber, I knew she was my last one, so I let her sleep on me. I know. Everything I could have done, I did. And you were 16.
How crazy was that, though? That she was a baby and I was 16. Like, on the weekends, I would just drive her and we'd go to Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was like a little teen mom.
Talia's. Remember Talia's?
Oh, yeah.
I had her in there before.
Yeah. And
I used to take her everywhere. At 16, a new driver, because I was always working. You would bring her to see me. And yeah, it worked out.
It was a lot of practice for me, that's for sure. I don't really remember too much when Abby was born helping, but I remember when, obviously, Amber was born.
And when I say helping, not because I couldn't do it, but like, oh yeah, can you go grab me a diaper? Or,
100%. I know what you mean.
You don't need me. You didn't need me as much as she needed me.
And I wanted to help.
Care.
Like, I can picture Kellie. I'll do it. That is a huge help. It's not because I can't do it. If I can have a little elf running around, though, why wouldn't I?
A little gopher.
No, honestly, who's eager to do it? But, oh my gosh, the hospital video, though, it will never die. I'll post that hospital. I'll post the video that we're talking about when this episode comes out. So when I'm 5.5 in the hospital with Abby and we're watching it, and because of course, like at that point, everything was still about me. Everything had been about me since I was born. And I was also the first niece, granddaughter, grandchild, everything.
Spoiled. You were very, very spoiled.
Right. But
I didn't grow up entitled, but you were spoiled by Aunt Ro.
Yeah, rest her soul. I know.
Every season, she'd be at Macy's buying
an Italian family, and you're the first. That's it. Yeah. That plus that equals you've got more than you know what to do with. And it was the best. And then Abby came along, and clearly in this video, I'm like so excited, but it's in Mom's hospital bed, and I'm holding Abby, and I'm like, for 2 seconds, like trying to make it about Abby. I'm like, oh, do you want to take a picture of her, Mom? And you're like, oh no, like go together. I'm like, oh, you only want us together? But every time, it's like it's one of those family things where it's like inside joke and totally ongoing. Like Abby, Amber, you, and I. Now, anytime there's a place in a conversation where you're like, oh, me, it's like, oh, you only want me and her together.
And you were watching Cat Dog. Remember?
And because I was like, we're both watching Cat Dog. I have to post that when this episode comes out, because it's clearly just this pure joy from both of us that Abby existed. And it was cool when Amber came along, because all of my friends were so excited to have, no other friend had baby sisters.
You brought her into high school.
Oh yeah.
You brought her to your Spanish, right? Mrs. Halpern.
Mrs. Halpern.
Yeah.
And she just, we have the photos. We were actually just looking at those photos this weekend.
Oh,
Amber
really?
pulled it up. Yeah, she was showing one of her friends, like, oh, this is when they weren't even dating here. And there's a picture of us in Miss Halpern's room. Yeah. Those memories are just the best. I loved it. I want to talk about so many more memories, but this is a good spot to probably round out Mom's first episode. Yeah. We've talked about
that was so fun.
Oh my gosh, I love it. We talked about you as a kid growing up, how you got your career, how you had me. Maybe next time we can talk birth story, because I'm willing to traumatize our viewers. Okay? They're ready for it.
Oh gosh.
But I love it. So this was Mom's first episode. She will be back. And I'm just excited for what's to come. This is going to be great. I just want to keep talking. So until next time. So thank you for joining us today, where there's a lot to say, a lot to do, and a whole lot of Alexis.
Wake up with the sunrise. It does not look